What were some of the problems with the ones that we should tell people, because I do believe the two-team factor really didn't work out for multiple reasons. But why was that so tough? And why is that tough for any company who really wants to be able to get this integration to really work the way they need it to maybe not look at a HubSpot team and a Salesforce team and hope they can make it all work together, but rather work with a company that can do it all?
Yeah, I think our biggest struggle when we were, operating in that model was, I mean, one, often we either didn't have access to Salesforce, so we had limited access to Salesforce. And then once we actually got into it, like data hygiene was typically like our biggest issue there, because we just didn't have the insight on what was happening on the Salesforce side. Like what automation is set up over there, what flows are on the Salesforce side. Like again, the strategy on the Salesforce side, are they working out of contacts or leads? What happens when the sales process kind of stalls? Do we kick them back over to HubSpot to nurture them more and then send them back over to Salesforce once they re-engage? So it was again like operating in silos without knowing the org wide strategy, and then not knowing each system enough to you know better diagnose when issues did come up. So, of course, we map, we could do the mapping to the best of our knowledge, but there's lots of like little nuances that come up in the mapping with like dependencies, or Salesforce has some properties that could be like read only that you can't even write into. Not knowing the correct setup for the integration users on the Salesforce side and what permissions that integration user needs. Something that we ran into a lot.